Hey beautiful people, Ryan Hamer here. Hope you're doing well. Hope this message finds you in great spirits. Today we are talking about in this video about chargebacks. And what's a chargeback? If you have a credit card and you purchase services or products from a particular vendor and do not receive the services, they are not rendered, or you do not receive the product, you do have the option of contacting your credit card company and requesting a chargeback of services. So essentially you can potentially get your money back if you complain. And why is this necessary and why is this important? I'll explain to you for more obvious reasons. So yes, you spent your money and you didn't get the services that were rendered to you. Sometimes you might be the victim of fraudulent activities, or somebody might say that they're going to do this for you, they're going to send you this, and they never send it. They say they're going to send you a laptop, and you end up with a box of bricks or something. And this happens all the time in this day and age of technology and advanced people being very unscrupulous. This is what happens. So I can tell you a story about what happened to me one time where I had acquired the services of an individual to do some work for me, and what happened was it didn't pan out. They kept leading me a week forward and a week forward. Yeah, we're working on this, we're doing that. It's gonna happen. And unfortunately, and this was somebody that I had trusted. I had trusted this individual and yeah, it didn't happen. And sometimes in your mind, you have to reach a point where you say to yourself, is this person taking me for a ride? Are they being truthful? Are they being legitimate? Are they a stand-up individual? Or are they doing something that's fraudulent? Or are they not being truthful? Will I ever get what they're promising me? And you gotta listen to your inner voice. Whatever that feeling is within you that says, you know what? No, they're not going to come through. They're not going to come through. And what happened was, it took me a while because it was the actual whole process that they said they were going to do this and they were going to do that, and I was waiting, and the communication back and forth. Reached out to them on Facebook, email, texting, called, all that stuff, and they went pretty much ghost on me. So I had to contact my credit card company. And when I spoke to my credit card company, I said, please transfer me to the dispute department. This is the situation. It's been going on for X amount of time, because a lot of credit card companies provide you as the consumer with that protection. They will protect you and allow you to initiate a chargeback or an investigation. I remember also there was another time I went to the car wash, and it's you put in money, or you use your debit card or whatever, or you hold your card up to the scanner and you put in how much you want for the car wash. They charged me $60, and it was supposed to be for like a $10 car wash. I did reverse those charges and got the money back, and that was not an issue. But what I'm saying is, sometimes where it can become an issue is when you're dealing with thousands of dollars, a lot of money, and you have somebody that's not dealing with you properly and you want to get your money back. Luckily for me in this situation, so the credit card company said, well, you have 100 days with which you can dispute a transaction to try and get your money back. I was not within the 100 days, and I hadn't even realized it. So luckily they were able to do in this particular situation, they were able to make an extension and an exception, and I was able to get my money back. But that's not always the case. So always keep an eye on the clock with regards to transactions, especially service transactions. When somebody's supposed to be, maybe they're building you something, maybe they're supposed to be doing something for you, maybe you're supposed to receive something by a specific time or what have you, or have something built. And if the services are not rendered, always keep an eye on the time to make sure that you fall within the parameters of what the acceptable time for the credit card issuers are with regards to being able to burst you back the money. And if you are dealing with somebody that's in a different country, that may be an issue as well. Remember the conversion, because I'm in Canada, so the conversion, normally people use USD, right? So the US dollar has always been traditionally higher than the Canadian dollar. So when the rate of exchange was higher at the time of the initial transaction, currently for me to get the money back now, I'd be losing. So that's something you also have to keep in mind. You will be losing even when you do get a full refund for the exact amount in the currency with which you initially did the purchase. That's going to be a problem because transactionally interest rates change on a daily basis. So you more than likely will be losing. So that's something to keep in mind. All right. So the purpose of a chargeback is not to be used, like with everything. Some people use it negatively. They use it to be nefarious, and other people use it when they're legitimately being robbed or swindled or misled or what have you, or missold. So it's not to be used as a way to get money back every single time you do a transaction. They'll catch on to that really quickly. Your credit card company will catch on to that really quickly, and it won't bode well for you. But when you're in a situation where you've been taken advantage of and you owe money, then you can utilize this option. You can always pick up the phone and call your credit card company today and say, hey, I have a question regarding a particular transaction. What are my options? And they'll be able to explain it to you. Maybe different credit cards have different limits, time limits with regards to what they're able to do and when they're able to do it. But knowing that you have the option to initiate a chargeback for fraudulent activity or services that aren't rendered is definitely a benefit to you. Because what if you have a credit card that's, say, a $10,000 limit, and this was like a $7,000 charge on your credit card, and you didn't get what you paid for? So you're going to be in the hot seat, and your utilization rate is going to be over 70%. It would be a great opportunity for you to get a big chunk of money back on that credit card to lower your utilization rate. And it may take a little bit of time. It may take 10 days, 15 days, or whatever. So definitely take advantage of that if you need to. Hopefully you found this information useful. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe and/or comment. All right. Thanks for thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I appreciate your trust in me, and I wish you a great day.